Welcome to the hardest ponytown quiz show. We have 3 categories: science, geography, and math. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one heck of a matchup. We have Scissor, Nari, Sky. We have a bunch of other people that you might recognize. Let me know how many of them you recognize in the comments below. We even got Maple to join like at the last minute and everything like that. It was a blast. We had a ton of fun trying to do all of this, and yeah, let's just jump into it with the first player and the first question. Come alive.
Good luck.
Yeah, for real. All right, so Sky, you're in the hot seat. You get to choose one of the 3 categories. What category do you want to choose? I'll ask you a question from that category. If you get it correctly, you'll get a point essentially. I'll give you like a banana or an item or something to represent your points. Oh, Maple's here. Did you want to join us, Maple? You're a little bit late,
Oh, no,
but you
it's
can
fine.
still join us.
Yeah, join us in Ponytown Trivia, Maple. Hurry.
Ponytown Trivia!
I am going to go with geography.
I have a picture. I'm gonna send it in VC, and you're gonna tell me if this is part of the game in a few specific ways. So let me get the picture here real quick.
And turn into Maple and just
Yeah, there you go. You got somebody in here that can represent you. So, all right, this item right here, that piece of paper that is sitting on that table there, is that part of the game by default? Has it been placed by a player, or has it been photoshopped in? That piece of paper on the table in the picture.
I think it's not been placed because I don't think they place in the center of a table. What were the other 2 options, sorry?
It was either placed by a player, there by default, or just photoshopped in.
I want to say there by default, honestly.
That is incorrect. It is not there by default. So that question won't come up again because it's basically a yes or no question. Does laughter trigger any interactions in the game? The spooky trees change in the Halloween time. That is correct.
Yay!
That is correct.
Yay!
Giggle at the ghostlies.
Yay!
Yeah, all right. And then we'll lower that by 1, and I'll give them
Geography.
geography. All right. In the default house, in the default party house, there is a painting hung on the wall. Which specific painting is it? Those are all of the paintings. There's technically other paintings too, but it's one of these 2.
Like in the default, like
in the default,
unchanged.
yeah.
One with the bench. That one kind of feels like very default.
The one with the bench is incorrect. That means this question is still up here. It's not like a yes or no question basically. So this question will still be here. So if you guys pick geography, you will possibly get the same question. You're going last because you joined last. Nari, how about you? How about you come up next?
Science?
Science. All right, here's your science question here. Do any of the tombstone items bob in water? Let me get the tombstone items.
I don't think they do.
So your answer is no, they don't bob.
I've never seen any of them, Bob.
All right.
So no.
The answer is they don't bob. You're
Oh,
100%
thank
right.
I mean, I'd hope I would since I'm a build team.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot, dang. All right, yeah, you had a good advantage there. Here, I'll give you a tombstone to represent your your point there. All right, and next up would
Oh,
be
thanks. Represent my future death.
Scissor.
Purple book.
The purple book. That is geography. I guess I'll ask you the same question. Which specific painting is hung in the default house?
This one.
This moonset one is incorrect.
Maple got mega advantage.
I'll go for Seance.
Seance, okay. All right. It is possible to put out torches in the game. Can you name 3 ways to turn off the torches?
Boop, kiss, and sneeze.
That is correct. You can boop, kiss, and sneeze them.
Fun fact, you're able to also burn marshmallows and icicles on them.
That is
But
correct.
you can't do it on the tall standing ones.
Yeah, the tinky
Well, fine.
ones don't work for some reason, which is really bizarre. But yeah, that's true. You can, however, still boop and kiss and sneeze the tinky ones if you're flying, which is a weird. This is a super specific one. If you wrap this banana with wrapping paper, which gift box do you get? So if I'll show you the different options. It could be
I feel like it is
I know this one.
you know this one.
this one.
That one, that is correct.
Oh, good job, Sky. Gonna
I've
press
been
it
given enough.
down.
I've been given enough gifts on fucking during events to know, bro.
You get a used banana.
Geography. Geography again. Okay, I'll just ask them this one again.
She's giving it a good sniff.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're sniffing it because they know what the house smells like, and they're sniffing for the familiar scents.
She's using her big wrinkly brain. Give her a minute.
I can almost see the equations just floating around their head right now.
No, Stellar. No.
Darn, disadvantage for not being in VC.
Do math.
Ooh,
fuck it.
okay, math. Our first math question. I knew you guys would be scared of the math ones. I was originally just gonna have it be like just
I'm scared
two
of math in
questions or
real
something.
life.
All right, here is the first math question. It's gonna be super easy. It is, how many marketplace stalls are there?
6.
6 is correct.
Yippee!
I guess geography.
All right, same question. Same question then. Which of these paintings is in the default house?
Oh, this is hard. That's why I was hoping that Stellar would pick a different one than those two, so it was like
Yeah.
one more
Process of
less
elim-
than I had to pick from.
Yeah, exactly, right? Although there's a chance they would have gotten it correct too, though.
The field one?
The field one is correct. The field tree, the field with the pines and stuff like that is correct.
I just did eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Darn, I knew that one.
Give me the purple.
The purple book. All right, the purple book. This is going to be a true or false one, so if you get this incorrectly, then no one else will be able to answer this question, and it will be thrown out. So this is true or false.
Watch out, guys. I'm gonna fuck up this question.
You got this.
The map that's in the cave, the mines, whatever you want to call it, does it have an X on that map? Is there an X on that map?
Is there an X on the regular map?
No, not the mini map. In the caves, if you go to a certain spot in the caves, there's a map hung on the wall.
Oh, you mean like the... No.
You're saying it doesn't have an X on it?
No, it probably does. I'm probably dumb. Yeah, it does.
It does? Is that what you're going with now?
Don't make me question myself!
Oh.
The way you're saying it makes it so like. Oh, is that your answer?
My reality is crumbling.
Reality crumbles.
Your
You
answer.
got this.
I've never
eeny, meeny,
seen
miny, mo
it.
like I did.
Are you
Teeny
going?
weeny weeny
are you
weeny
going
weeny
with-
weeny
Are you going with it does or it
teeny
doesn't?
weeny. Oh, good heavens.
If
Oh,
you
good
enter
heavens.
the
Oh, good
caves, there
heavens.
is a thing on the wall that is a map of the caves.
Oh,
Does it
really?
have? Yeah.
All right, here. Let
And
me
the
use
question
my
is,
big.
does said
eeny,
map
meeny,
have an
miny,
X on it?
Yeah. Does it or does it not have an X on
Yes. Yes.
it? You're
Yes.
going with yes. That is incorrect. It does not technically have an X on it. I'm sorry.
Should have went with my
No.
first answer. What is wrong with y'all?
There's no buried treasure, Scissor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's kind. There's a couple of
I
red
should have
pixels
listened
on
to
it.
my. Y'all made me second guess myself. I should.
It is a red circle, but not a red X.
I will choose geography.
In the bakery, by default, can you find a banana there? Obviously, players can bring bananas there. I'm not counting that. I'm saying
No.
You're saying you can't
No.
find one there by default. That is correct.
Of course, Maple would. know
Bananas were added in the library.
Go with geography, I guess.
All right, this will be the last geography one. Is there a giant banana anywhere in the game? Is there a giant banana in the game?
That
There's
feels
a giant
so
orange.
Visualize everything you've ever seen in Ponytown.
Want to say no? I don't think there is a giant banana.
The answer is yes, there is a giant banana. It is located in the marketplace on top of one of the stalls.
What the
The
heck?
fruit stand
Yeah, and the
That
fucking
yeah,
Oh.
it's
and the
next-
vegetable stand has a giant bell pepper.
Wow, he knew it. He knew it. Yeah, it's
I
right
thought
next
you
to the
meant
giant
there
bell
was just
pepper
a
one.
giant banana
Oh,
on
what?
the ground.
Which item has the most painted versions? It's actually technically tied with another object, so if you say either of the items, then I'll count it.
We're just cooked with maple around.
Sorry, I actually watched Danny Ball some videos.
This has never been in a video, actually. I might conclude this in a future video though, just because it was really interesting to me that because I didn't expect the answer actually. The blankets is incorrect. All right, Arcane, you have math, which means this is gonna be the same question. Yeah, I'm sorry. Which item has the most painted versions?
Presents?
Presents is incorrect. We're to Nari next. Nari, unfortunately it's gonna have to be the same question because math is the only one that's left.
Okay, so is it like when you're recoloring? Or
Yeah, so, like,
just
when you-
them that have like different versions of stuff.
So like when like for example the couches, like there's only like 6 or like 7 or like 8 or whatever colors of it. You know what I'm saying? Which item has the highest? You and Maple are actually tied right now too. So like you really need this answer. You know what I'm saying? Because it comes to Maple. He said he already knew the answer. If he gets it, then he's
I know the
Of
answer.
course, Maple knows the answer. The rose bushes.
The rose bushes is incorrect. So that's
That's the only
Maple's
thing I can
turn.
think of that has a bunch of colors.
Okay.
besides
No.
the other stuff.
Oh wait, no, that's
No.
hang on, wait, no, it is. It's Scissor's turn. You're last. Scissor
Oh my
was
God,
last
Scissor, you
before
got this.
All right.
Scissor has a chance to
Still
get
get it
this
wrong.
from
It's
you.
fine.
What is your answer?
It's either the banner up top or the bunches of 3 balloons.
The what or balloons?
The bunches of 3 balloons.
Oh, okay, yeah. That is not the correct answer, but that is very.
I said banners first.
Well, it's not the banners or the balloons. It's not the banners or the balloons or the balloon bundles. However, the balloon bundle and the heart balloon bundle both have 23 different color versions. So this item you're looking for is actually has even more than 23 different total colors, which is crazy.
Oh shoot! I was gonna say, you know that like lantern tree with like the different colored lanterns.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That was going to be my answer. I'm wrong now. The balloons have a ridiculous amount of sub colors. Well, that's my answer. So
That unfortunately is not correct.
Darn.
That has roughly 22. There's another item that's basically the same item as that, and it has 22. That means, Sky, you have a chance. Sky.
Shit.
It is technically tied with another object. So there are 2 objects that have the exact same number. If you say either of them, I'll give it to you.
Sky, I don't even know this one, bro. You got this.
I had to count. I was like, this would be an excellent question. And then I was like, oh man, what if it's tied with
That's
like
not-
6 objects? And I counted
Yo,
every single thing.
Scissor had like the most solid answer though, like
Yeah,
with
they have.
the balloons, because the bundles there are a ridiculous
Yeah.
amount of variants.
I want to. What I want to do is, I was going to say one thing, but I want to lock in all of the different toys, like the Christmas and like the events.
Yeah, so the toys aren't a placeable object. This is a placeable object. So it's not,
Okay, then
it's not,
I'm
it's not
gonna
the
go
toys.
with. I think. Okay. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna say books.
Books.
I'm gonna say the. I'm gonna say
Ooh,
the
great choice.
Blue, what is
Wait,
your...
wait, wait. The open book variant.
Okay, you are both correct. It is the books and open books. Both of them have a staggering
Oh.
26.
Great choice, guys.
26 full total different versions of them. That is insane.
Hell yeah.
The only
Yeah.
thing I could
Solid
think of was the
choice,
season
so-
decor.
Stellar, it's Stellar's turn. Let's see if they can get this last math one. This one might take you guys a minute too, but I'm just gonna give you guys a hint on this one just because it might. How many torches are on the default party island? It's under 30. There's under 30 of them. There's 14. It is not 14.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah, the math ones are the hardest ones. Arcane, you're
Oh,
up.
man.
Same question.
Whoa, Maple, you don't know how many torches is on the party island?
I don't freaking know that.
Yeah, I'm glad I
What
didn't
the hell?
use these other ones now, because I did count how many pumpkins are on the main map, and also how
mean, I
many
know-
bats are in the
Oh my
cave. We're not doing those, though.
Bro's
Don't worry about
got
those.
so much time on his hands.
20.
20 is incorrect. Just go for it.
It's 16.
16 is also incorrect.
17.
17 is correct. There are 17 torches on the default
Hey,
island.
Scissor, let's go.
Stinky head.
Let's go.
One off.
So that was all of the questions I had. So what we have now is we have a 3-way tie. We have Nari with 2, Maple with 2, and Sky with 2 as well. You had at least 1. Stellar had 1, and Arcane had 1. But I want you guys, the 3 ties, to choose. So Nari and Maple and Sky, you should each choose a category, and then if you all collectively agree on the same category, I'll ask a question from that category. And all of you will whisper me your answer, and then I'm gonna say an item, and you guys will, without opening the build menu, tell me if the item is rotatable with a wrench or not. Is Fez rotatable? Is he rotatable with a wrench? Using a wrench, is he rotatable? There is technically multiple ways to rotate an object, some objects anyway. If you hit shift on some objects, they rotate, but some objects, like possibly Fez, can be rotated with a wrench. Everyone is correct, so I'm throwing down another one. How about this? How
I don't
about
use it enough, so I wouldn't know.
how about the bone? Is it rotatable with a wrench?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
All right, interesting. So Maple, you were the only one that answered differently, and unfortunately, you didn't answer correctly. This is not rotatable with a
Ah,
wrench.
it's a shifter.
Yeah, it's like a shift
A
or random
shifter.
every time you place it. So we have a tie between Nari and Sky. So Sky and Nari is the lily pad rotatable with a wrench.
I'd be happy to tie with
No.
you, Nari.
Wait, I used the lily pad a lot.
Both of you said no, and it is not rotatable with a wrench. A wrench can't rotate it. It's random every time. I don't know why they did that. It's definitely something that should be, but it's not for whatever reason. If you guys are happy with keeping to the tie, I really don't know how else to break this tie.
Break it, break it, break it, break it, break
You can
it,
get a
break
banana
it.
statue.
No,
And
only
you get
one
a banana
winner.
statue.
If you ain't first, you're
Do
last.
it, Maple, don't be a sore loser.
If you ain't first, you're last. Tie, break it.
That's everything I had here. Thanks for coming. I hope you guys had fun. I intentionally made difficult questions because I wanted to have, like, more veteran players, I guess, rather than random players, because, you know, I don't think most players are going to know the painting one or the book one. Even you guys struggled with those, but a random player definitely...
Or like rotation stuff, because I mostly only know some of them because of me being in the build team.
Well, there you have it. I hope you guys watching at home also had a blast. Let me know in the comments below how well you guys did in the quiz. Did you guys get any of the answers correctly that somebody in this video didn't get correctly? And yeah, if you did enjoy, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all of those wonderful things like that. Because when you do wonderful things like that, not only do you get such wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.